All right, what's up, people? We are back for another shot at the weekend tournament, and we are looking at board number one right now. We have pass to us. We have a nice 13 count. Obviously, we're opening one diamond, and now partner bids a spade, and this is a time where you might see a lot of people passing. I have a Man, I don't have a terrible hand, right? It's a best hand tournament, but I have 13. My partner could still have a reasonable 11 with five spades that we belong in games. So in situations like this, you see people passing. They're passing in situations where, they basically just have a hand that they're very confident you're not making game. And while, you're reasonably confident you're not going to make game here, you certainly could, right? It's not beyond the realm of possibility. If you had like a flat 11 and your partner's already a passed hand, now it's more of a pass and see what happens here. Two spades also has some preemptive value, right? The opponents aren't going to get in there as often when you do clip off two spades here. Partner bid's the worst thing ever. They bid three spades, which is invitational, and now it's off to you, and it's, oh, what do you want to do? Well, they can't have 12 points, right? They can certainly have 11. They've made this nice torturing bid for board number one. You're wondering, what are people going to do? And in this tournament, in my expertise, people tend to go aggressive, even at the very beginning. But let's take a peek. I mean, is it super aggressive? I mean, I don't know. We're right in the middle here. It depends on how good our queen of clubs is. Shortness is going to be good here no matter what. I'm going to pop in four spades. And now we're certainly going to beat all the people that passed one spade. Let's see how we're doing here. Give me 1 second. Let's get our trick counter up there. There we go. Our contract's four spades. Okay. We have a little bit of an issue here, right? We have what looks like two club losers, right? We have a potential heart loser or two, although we're going to find a way to get rid of that. And we have a potential spade loser. Diamond suit's pretty good. The club suit, we can probably trump at least one card over here or find a way to get rid of it in maybe a different way, but that's probably the most likely spot. So, partner has a 9 count. We like that to be better, but they do have five spades. They have a singleton. It is a king that's actually useful for us. Here, what we're hoping for is that they're just leading away from the king. Are they going to be doing that very frequently? No, right? But do they do that sometimes? For sure. And always ask yourself in these situations, what would you do if they forced you to make this decision? Or excuse me, sorry. Duh. What would you do if you had to play this suit yourself? How would you play hearts? Right? You would play hearts low towards the queen. You play it the same way, folks. They're not kind of blowing your mind for any sort of different sort of pattern here that they've led it. You just kind of hope the king is there and they've led away from it. They did not in this situation. This is a little bit unfortunate because we have to clear out diamonds, but we're also going to have to find a way to dummy to be able to do that, and we just lost our only way to dummy here, the ace of hearts. So in this case, we are going to have to, first of all, hope that spades might be breaking, but then, wow, we're just in a pickle here. We're in a little bit of a spot, folks. So here, I mean, singleton king of spades would be pretty good, but that still would be bad as far as clubs are concerned, although we could get lucky with like a jack third situation there. Yuck. I wish I passed one spade, folks, or definitely three spades. This is a spot where, okay, I'm just going to play a low spade to the queen. And again, same sort of situation. Are we finessing? Of course we are. I'm going to clear out the king of diamonds here. And now the question is, do we play ace of spades? I'm just going to play a low club. I'm going to kind of take my losses here, and maybe they don't get everything they have coming to them. I'm not willing to just bang down the ace of spades, because honestly, if king third is over here, that's a disaster, right? So now we're going to get to park our 10 of clubs. We're going to need to play the jack of spades, and okay, we did need to do that. So let's take a peek at our results screen after this and see where I could have done better on the first board. I'm shaking myself out of my first couple sips of coffee here. Let's see. All right, so here we are, and it feels like we can't do too much better than what we did, and it looks like, yeah, I mean, a heart lead is killer, right? They get off to the suit that's so good for them because not only do they get to realize a winner with the king of hearts over there, and let's make sure you guys can see what I'm pointing at there. They also get to develop their slow heart trick, right? We have a slow heart loser, this third heart here, right? So that we're okay losing to the king. We have the ace, but the problem is, as we saw, we just don't have the transportation to go back and forth. What we'd like to do is lead a diamond to the king and then cross back to dummy, cash the ace of diamonds, and pitch a heart. But how do we get to dummy, right? My hope was when we played low to the queen, it went king, right? Singleton king. Now we lead a spade. We cash the king of diamonds, lead a spade towards the jack, and then we cash the ace of diamonds, parking a heart. But here, once that's just kind of not going well for us, it felt like down one was the right place. And let's just step through. And I love this little tool on bridge base. Look at this blue burger. Whenever you see this, and this isn't just a bridge base thing, folks. This is just any sort of app. You see this little blue burger, you click on it, there's going to be some options. Here, I'm going to click hide double dummy, but to get to the double dummy, which means basically you can see all 52 cards, and this is what would be right? This is what the computer knows is right for this outcome. And in this case, we were down one right from the start on a heart lead, and no matter where we went, there they go, setting up that slow heart trick, and now we're just cooked over here in dummy, right? Once we see this, it just it felt to me like it was down one, and it looked like we were kind of okay to just park off down one, cashing the king of diamonds, and then just trying to survive. And maybe sometimes the opponents let you make it in some weird way, and they would have to be making a mistake to do that. But we will accept all gifts from all of our opponents, especially those robots. So not the best start for us. We could have gone low in two places, right? I don't think going low over one spade is right. But going low over three spades had a pretty good result there. Three spades making three would be pretty good. Let's look at this end. It's 15. 5-4 in the majors. I'm not going to be opening a no trump in this spot. Let's just open a heart. Three hearts should be, limit major suit raise. Two things you're asking yourself in this spot, folks. Number one, do we have enough for game? And clearly we do, right? We have a very, very nice hand with a singleton as well, which in the long hand isn't worth, hey, you're going to add 2 or 3 points for that. Just understand that it's a good thing, right? It's not terrible to be short in the suit. It's just when you're trumping with these small cards, these are usually winning trumps anyway, so you're not gaining too much in this spot, but it is nice to pare your losers down, especially if partner has very small cards and diamonds. It means those other points are working well for them over there. So here, we're definitely going to game. Next question, do we have enough for slam? Answer is no way. That 3 heart bid is limited, right? It's at most a 12-point hand, and really, with 4 card fits, a lot of 12s upgrade to 13, so it can't really be that great. So we're going to bid our game. We're going to be happy that we're there. Ooh, nice. They give us a nice free finesse here. It's not. Take a look, folks. Is this amazing? No, not really, right? Because always look at what you're gaining, right? So we're going to take this free finesse. And what I mean by this, as long as we play low, we're going to get to score this jack no matter where the queen is. We don't really care. They've led this suit for us. As long as we play low, we've executed this play correctly. Don't think high card short side. That's a rule, but that's a bad one here because they're giving you a nice gift with the lead coming towards your hand last, okay? But once we take the jack, we'll take the king. What are we going to throw away on the ace of spades? Well, a diamond, which we can always trump over here, or a club, which doesn't do us a lot of good. So really, they haven't given us a huge amount of extra tricks here. However, if they give us 2 spades, maybe we can engineer a way for some extra goodies. So here, as you can see, we've won our jack now, a trick that we weren't counting, but we now know it's ours, and now we will draw some trump, right? There's no reason to be trumping in any hand at this particular point. Trumping in the short hand would be where we would want to go, but on this hand, you can see we're not doing any of that business here. So here I'm going to cash my king of spades. I'm not in any rush to do anything. I know I'm going to have to play clubs at some point, so I might as well do it now. So let me give you a little tip, folks. What just happened in live bridge, let me show you the trick if I can get to the right screen here. This was the last trick. I led low from dummy, the 3 of clubs there, and they popped up with the ace over here. Now, usually, what's the rule, folks? What would you do defensively if you were playing? you play second hand low, right? That's what we do in that situation. That's the normal play. So in a live situation, when you see somebody hop up with the ace and you have this holding over here, this king jack, it almost always betrays the location of the queen, right? So usually the only time you're going to hop up is when you know the result of your play is not going to be good. When you have ace queen, you kind of know you don't have a good result. So here, I'm not saying that's what's happening. In fact, it may not be happening, but take a look. Do we have a choice? What else are we going to do in this situation? How are we going to get rid of this jack of clubs if we don't take a finesse? And here, that's your answer. You take it. And here, unlucky, right? But in a realistic sense, they should have just played low, and this would have worked itself out the normal way. I would have played the jack. They would have realized their queen and their ace in that sort of way. But just as a heads up for you guys playing live bridge, it's a classic tell when they hop up with the ace and you're leading toward king jack. That's the ace-queen situation because everybody knows you play low from your ace, right? So you give them the guess. And here it's a really nice thing to know when it's coming towards you. Ooh, look, they're giving us another free finesse in spades. They like doing that. We went 10 jack this time. Now we're going to that 9. And now it's just an embarrassment of riches. Four cards, about 6 tricks, but we'll take plus 620. All right. We lost a diamond, a club, and what else? Diamond, a club, and a club. Exactly. Let's see. Could we have done anything better on this? Let's just jump over. I like to sweat these a little bit because, there's usually some sharks playing this tournament. And it looks like we were just destined to make equal numbers of tricks. That sounds about right. I don't like to dwell on it, folks. I know all of you guys that watch everything I do here and comment will tell me what I did wrong. Thank you. I like waking up to that. Hey, you're terrible. Thank you. Here we go. 15. Very nice shape. We don't want to betray, we don't want to do anything weird like open a no trump here and betray like a balanced hand. We want to try to find some sort of fit. Unfortunately, this is kind of a tweener hand. This is not a fit, folks. That is, if it's a fit, it's a really bad hand. So their 2 spade bid is just a preference. So don't go bidding 3 spades, although it's very close because it's 15 to want to bid more. And we're only going to be unhappy if partner has like a 10 count. Oh, we love passing now. Look at that dumpster fire there. That is a 5 count. But, I mean, we did have a beautiful heart fit. I would like to have played there, but we also have a spade fit. Notice partner bid a no trump and then came back to spades for the specific reason that their hand was so bad, they didn't want to excite us by raising to 2 spades. In fact, if they raised to 2 spades, I probably would have I would have made some sort of try for game, maybe 3 diamonds, something like that, to get us towards that game. Here, we want to trump in that shorthand, folks. We don't care what's going on in hearts. If they're getting a heart ruff, have at it, folks. We have 9 of them here. I'm very happy to just kind of trump as many diamonds as I can in that dummy. So here, we're going to win this little queen. Boom, shakalaka. There goes a little diamond over that 4. Now we're going to ruff a little club back to this hand because that's the shortest suit. And then we're going to ruff a little another diamond. And then, we're going to go for it, folks. We're really going to just go for the gusto. Spades breaking? Yeah. Spades breaking. Queen of diamonds. There's 9 rippers. And we were not going to get enough. Oh, my God. He had all 3 hearts, so he has to duck it, folks. Maybe he never got a chance to pitch his hearts. Look at that. 10 tricks. That's got to be pretty good. Don't think to yourself, hey, oh my God, how did I not bid this game? Come on. You don't want to be in game on this one, folks. This is a classic, just brutal hand. I kind of like what the robot did here. We had double fitting here, but at the end, did they have a chance? I thought they might have had a chance to pitch their heart. Maybe not. There goes club. There's our spade. We played diamond. Yep, that looks like they don't have any chances here. There's our spade play. Yeah, it's brutal for them. Oh, well, Mr. Robot, we'll take that plus 170. And if people are in game, congratulations. You did a great job. But I'm very happy to scoop up plus 170 in 2 rather than being higher and going down like I did on board 1. So lesson learned, maybe. All right, board 4, let's dance. Club passes spade. Make your bid. What'd you do? What'd you do on this one, folks? Club passes spade. That's a double. So if I take this club suit and I make it the heart suit, I would way more likely just be overcalling 2 hearts, right? But in this case, I have all 3 of the unbid suits. I'm very happy to show the 2 unbid suits, hearts and diamonds here. Oh, wait. No, I kind of screwed up. Sorry. I thought it went, I thought spades was just the. I like when I talk into the screen and then don't even recognize it when a club passes spade. So disregard everything I just said, folks. I should be 4-4 in hearts and diamonds, but maybe my weirdness will come out to be good for our side. I still have no desire to do anything here. I'm going to pass, and we are going to defend, and I'm going to lead the king of clubs. You might ask why maybe I should lead a trump. I don't lead singleton trumps. I do not like that. It's usually a bad play. And looky here, we get the club set up for partner to pitch and declare it a rough. And if partner has long trumps, that might be good for us, right? If we can tap out declare and possibly get partner some tricks on their side. However, we may just be giving declare whatever they're doing over there, but looks like we're doing okay so far. I'm going to pitch a club because I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Diamond looks okay. Yeah, it looks like that heart's going to be pretty useful in the end. We might not get a trick with it, but we did. Beautiful. That's down 2, plus 200. That was all Mr. Robot over there. All we did was kind of like shorten some trump for them. Hopefully that was working, and that was very nice. Plus 200. I mean, that's not too bad. Could we have done better? You know what? Hey, what? Why does everything look a little fuzzy, Rob? What's going on here? Ooh, wait. There's your superpower now. Now you can see. Let there be light. Plus 200. We will take it. I mean, it doesn't look like we can do much better. I don't know if the double did anything good for us. I mean, honestly, it might have panicked partner to bidding hearts, but thank goodness they had king jack 4 of spades. They were super happy to be here. In general, just as an aside, as I was talking about it, I kind of glossed over it pretty quickly, but the club suit, when you find out they're short in a suit and you know partner has length, the more you get them to trump, the more likely partner is developing tricks with their length in that trump suit. So not always, and I don't know if it was, I mean, it turned out to be okay here, but I think we could have found a couple of different pathways to a whole bunch of tricks in this one, but it usually is pretty helpful when partner has presumed length in their trump suit. Tapping declare, especially if there's a disparity in trump, like declare has 5, dummy only has 3. My goodness, the more we tap declare, the better that is. Here, with it being equal, comme ci, comme ça. If I'm not even taking French, that's just slid in there from like 8th grade. All right, 1 spade pass. I'm all over the place this morning, as you can tell. I'm thinking slam right away. Right away, I'm thinking slam. My partner's going to be quite surprised that I have 2 key cards in the queen of trump in the trump suit itself and an outside key card. So it's very likely partner's not going to want to drive to slam, but we are going to convince them otherwise. But we're just going to start with a normal 2 club bid. There are no direct bids that are going to show game forcing values in exactly 3 card trump support. So here we're just going to go nice and slowly, and we're just going to bid 3 spades. This was very expected 4 spades here. Partner has at most the jack 5th of spades. Remember, they don't have to have 6 when they bid 2 spades. That's a robot shebang here. They don't play the way we do. You should guarantee 6, which would be super helpful information here. Unfortunately, they do not play that way. So when you see this, folks, just look at what partner has said. 2 key cards, no queen of trump. How many do you have? Well, you have 2 here, you have 1 here, that's 3, that's 5. Do you have the queen of trump? Oh yeah, you do. When this happens, folks, and you know you have all the key cards and the queen, always bid 5 no trump, because maybe you get that, folks. Hey partner, I have the king of clubs. Oh really, partner? You have the king of clubs and the ace of hearts? Well, let me get some math going here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, carry the 5, 7, 7. Well, let's see, 6 tricks in clubs. Let's be generous. Ace king of clubs over there. That's 6 rippers. We'll take a diamond. That's 7. We'll take 2 hearts. We know partner has the ace. That's 9. 5 trumps. That's 14. Right. So here's my rule. Usually not right. One of my good friends says, do not ever bid 7 at the bridge club. I give one caveat to that. If you can count to 13 tricks during the auction, bid 7 and bid the right one. Bid 7 no trump. Take the biggest score you're going to get. Look at that spade suit. No wonder partner didn't bid a slam. They're probably over there sweating bullets that we bid this grand slam. But here we're going to be nice and careful. We're going to maintain our entries. We're going to win this in dummy with the queen. We're going to play the ace of clubs. We're going to play the king of clubs. And we're just going to play a whole bunch of clubs. What we're going to be looking for is spades and spades only. There's a spade. Here's what I do in my head. I use spades kind of like the trump suit here. I have 8 of them. There's 9. All right, still 9. There's 10. There's 11. Guess what, folks? Claim a doodle do. Ace, king, queen of spades, ace of diamonds, heart to the ace. The 7 of clubs is still good. Another embarrassment of riches. 22-20. Ship it. Ship it into that. If it was poker, you'd be grabbing those chips and just give me them. Give me those chips. Bad bet by you, but 7 no trump, 22-20. You always like to put that on the score. You just know. No one's going to be better than that. That's us right there. That's our score. We're there. We'll take it. 22-20 in your face, Mr. Robot. Yeah, unless somebody got doubled in on this one, that's the best we can do. So we'll take that to the bank. Look at this one. 2 diamonds to you. Just a normal 2-heart overcall, folks. Recognize that this is an opening hand up to about 17 or 18 even. That's a pretty good range there for the robots. It goes 3 hearts, which should just be a good hand, obviously. It says 18 plus points. It can't be 18, right? We have 15 high card points, so that has something to do with diamonds as well. Luckily for us, they skipped 3 no, but unluckily for us, they're in game. Question is, do we double? And don't get sucked in, folks. You might say, oh my God, I have 3 tricks. Why don't I double? Well, let's think about this. This person or this person are quite likely to be short in hearts. And where do you think the king of clubs is on this auction, folks? Preemptive bid to your right, big boy hand over here. They said 18 plus, but really it's probably like our hand. It's probably like 15 high card points, some shortness, and a diamond fit. But clearly the king of clubs is likely to be here. So this looks like maybe 2 tricks. Maybe I get 3, and if so, they bid too much, and I'm happy to go plus 100. But I don't want to double them and just compound the badness here. If they found a good contract, there it is, and thank goodness. There's that king of clubs right there, folks. But I'm honestly still going to try to develop a trick. Maybe partner has the jack. Maybe we have an entry somewhere, and we'll be able to realize that. I doubt it. And it looks like they have the ability to possibly set up spades. Maybe not, though. I'm sure the ace, king of spades are going to be helpful to them in some way. It doesn't cost me to cover that, by the way. So, wow. Well, if you have the queen of spades, you're doing well also. Thank you very much, Mr. Robot. This is why you don't double, folks. You could not take more than 1 heart. You can also not take more than 1 club. And that looks like that's history there. And I'm going to be interested to see. We'll see. We always get a provisional score, right? So you can see how you did before the final score comes out on Sunday morning. But here, I mean, I can't imagine that being too terrible, right? What is everyone else going to do? 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, 3 hearts, obviously to the left. What a hand, right? Although I might bid 2 spades if partner, new suits should be forcing. So I might want to try to find a spade fit. But here they find themselves a nice diamond fit. Is there anything you can do? Well, there's that blue burger once again, folks. Show some double dummy and be very happy that you held them to 5. There were other leads that would have produced +1, and you didn't find them. Congratulations, Rob. Make yourself feel good. And when you do that, you usually start feeling bad next. So wait, don't jinx it on this one. Let's see. This is a nice 13 count. I think, is it 13? Yeah, it's 13. When I said nice, I did not mean that. It's a flat 13 count. It's kind of gross. But we're just going to be our normal selves. We're going to open a diamond. Partner game forces. Wow. Game forcing 2 clubs. Well, we have the perfect 2 no trump bid, and we're going to be playing game. And look at that. They have a way better 13 count than we do. Thank goodness. So take a look. Strategize. What do you start with? Well, I'm going to be generous, right? I'm going to usually count this as 5 club winners, knowing that, hey, it might only be 4 if things go really badly for us. We have 1 spade. We have 1 diamond. That is 7 rippers off the bat. Where are our extra 2 tricks going to come from? At least, well, we know hearts is going to produce 2. That'll be a suit we attack right away. Always look for the suit that's going to give you the most extra tricks. Clubs is going to give you either 4 tricks, but most likely 5. But you don't have to do anything to realize those. You just have to play the suit. So that's not a suit you need to break right away. You need to break the suit that's going to produce extra tricks. And for you on this one, it is hearts. It might be diamonds also. We would like to have seen like the 10 pop up here, meaning they led away from the king queen. But here, when they lead the deuce, you expect the king to be there when the queen pops up over here. But we're just going to win our ace. And at this point, I'm going to play the jack of hearts. I'm going to make it look like I'm finessing for the ace. Here comes a diamond through. We're just going to cover with the 8, right? What we want left-hand opponent to do is win their 9 and then cash their king. And now they've set up a trick for us in diamonds. Here, happy to see that king of spades go. We're going to duck that, right? Notice our left-hand opponent is the one that's on lead, and they are the ones that can't hurt us in diamonds, the only suit we're really kind of open in. So here we're just going to leave them on lead. And here comes a diamond through. So now, interesting, did they not have the king of diamonds? Seems like they had the king of diamonds, right? Wow, super weird. Righty had both of them. We could have chopped up with the jack, and this would have been an even better hand. Here now we can toss that club that we were wondering was a trick, and we've just made 3. Turned out I could have made more, and I'm going to show you exactly where, folks. I'm going to clue you into that double dummy situation. Ooh, look at this one. This is going to be fun. But not yet. Let's look at our results from the last board, and I'm going to show you where I went terribly wrong. Honestly, in my defense, I read that as a 4th best lead. They led the deuce from 9/3. Notice a normal human being would lead the 9 if you were honestly, a normal human being would probably lead a spade, but because it's right. But this normal human being could certainly have just led the 9 of diamonds if they were going to lead diamonds. But anyway, we won our ace, and I'm just, very likely looking at the queen to my left, and especially they don't disabuse me of that by leading the 7 of diamonds, right? It looks like lefty, is king 10-9 left, or maybe king 10-5, but king 10-9 seems right. And now it goes 9, and now I'm talking about the king getting cash to my left, and lo and behold, diamond to the king, right? So watch, if I go right back here, this is the moment when I go show double dummy. There it is, +1. +1 for the jack, right? Because now I just get to hop jack and take the rest of my tricks, including the 5th club. So dummy me. So we will try to make it up on this last board. A diamond, a spade. What do you do, folks? What did you do? There's a few options here. I'll give it to you. I'm going to be simple, though. You should recognize you're very likely going to try to bid a game. In fact, you're going to bid a game. So the most normal bid, and I'm just going to give you the one that's the most normal, is the Q bid raise. You can bid 2 diamonds, and that would show a good 10 or more points and at least an 8-card fit in spades. It does not mean you're not going to bid again. In fact, this always is forcing, so you're always going to get another chance. And in this case, you're going to want to try to continue, even if partner tries to shut this down. Another option should be the splinter bid, which is just also right here. That shows 1 diamond, 4 spades, and 15 to 17 points. We can do either one. I like kind of the normal stuff here. Ooh, they doubled. I'm going to redouble. And that, ooh, good. Now I just got to show my hand as well. And partner bids 4 spades, so bingo. Always remember, you can mouse over your bid, and the robot will tell you exactly what it's going to mean. Ooh, look at this. We know we're going to trump diamonds, and it's possible we could pitch away all 3 of our clubs on hearts, right? If hearts really go well for us. But that would require us to take a finesse most likely and hope they're 3-3, which is super unlikely. This is a 50-50 shot, and didn't they opened a diamond and then they doubled. And the first trick was a diamond to the ace. Do they not have the king? I mean, ace, queen. I mean, the king of clubs isn't necessary. Yeah, king of clubs rates to be in their hand. That's pretty interesting. So they hooked us up with that one. We'll take it. So that's king of clubs there. Let's kind of construct their points there. King of clubs, ace, queen of diamonds, right? They should have won the king. I don't think they don't really betray that. So like ace, queen of diamonds, that's 9. Maybe give them the jack of diamonds. Okay. Give them the queen of hearts. So they don't have to have the queen of spades. They do have probably long diamonds. We don't know how many clubs they have, whatever. I'm just going to play a low spade towards my hand. There's my king. Okay, beautiful. That's all I'm thinking about, folks. I'm just trying to think, okay, is there any way that the spades are 3-0? And now the hand is basically over, folks. We can just trump hearts. We can rough this suit out most likely, and we're going to try to do that right here. There it is. Or there it went. The jack is going to be good. We could take a club finesse if we wanted to. We do not need to anymore. So we're just going to claim that up, and that is plus 480. So sit tight. Usually we get a little provisional result here, and I'm going to see how I did. We'll take it over to the results stream for now. And here it comes. Let's see how we did. Let's see what the percentages were. Okay, not as good as I was last week. 57.8%. And in fact, I tell you what, let me take that all over here for 2 seconds, and we'll look at where we went wrong. All right, so right here, these are the provisional results, right? These are, what time is it? It's like almost 2 p.m. on a Saturday. So a fair amount of people have played this already, a couple hundred tables apiece. We knew, or when I say we, I was absolutely certain that this first board was going to be bad because so many people could have just stayed in 3 spades or just 1 spade. 2 chances. I didn't take either off ramp, and I get what I deserve in the 22%. So I would much rather be plus 140, which I'm sure is where the good scores are. And then the rest seemed pretty reasonable for us, right? We did well. The 7-no trump, 85%. I'm glad to see I shared a lot of tops with that. That's a lot of people bidding that. That's great that a lot of people got there to 7-no. It shows you the class of the field in this event. 5 diamonds by East-West, making 5. Holding it to 5, folks, and not doubling, 78.1%. Yes, right? Don't double when you may not get all of your tricks, right? Take those extra match points. I'm guessing that's what happened here. I guess we'll find out more. And notice you always get that full results on Sunday, so you can see everything you did. 7, I could have made 4, right? Plus 630 would have been, I'm sure, better. This last one's interesting. 28.6%. For plus 480. What were we supposed to bid a slam here, maybe? Did some people bid slam on this? It doesn't look like we can make more than plus 2 on a diamond lead. So although I suppose there could have been a different auction, maybe they bid 4 diamonds and they didn't lead a diamond or something. They spooked them out of that. And then you can probably pitch away a diamond and dummy on a club. And now you are sitting in business. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Right? There's probably some people making plus 510 here instead of plus 480, and maybe some people being super aggressive and bidding a slam. But congrats to those of you that did that. 3 boards that kind of swung it for us in a door towards a downward direction. But I don't know. I feel better this week than I did a few weeks ago playing it. And that's all you're hoping for, right? You're hoping to escape alive. And it's only a game, folks. You always escape alive. And hopefully you learn a few things. And maybe you get some good results here and there. And who doesn't love a plus 2220 on their scorecard? If you got there and you bid it, congrats. Good job. I'll see you next week, folks. Take care.